with us now is Mick Brown from Dudley Dell, who, as Nick said, the Division 1 champions. Good evening, Mick.
Good evening.
And how are you?
I'm fine for an old one. You've already pointed out. Thank you very much.
You're not looking bad for 108.
Oh, thank you very much.
The Dell must be delighted to have gained Premier Division status in what is only your second year in the league.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a tremendous achievement for all the club members. We acquired a couple of new bowlers this year. We missed out on the promotion race last year. I didn't play all the season last year. I only played 6 matches in the league because I didn't play on a Monday night. I played the last 6 matches and I did quite well out of those. I won 5. But we've acquired a couple of new bowlers this year, and Simon Olner and Jamie Wire from the Beech Tree, and they both of them have performed admirably, right? And they have strengthened our side. And hopefully we will have another couple of signings for next year. I'm not going to say who or where from, but they are very interested and they are very good players. As I say, the club now is looking to go forward, more forward than it's ever done. It's a good club now, the foundations are laid down, and hopefully we will stay in the top flight. I'm under no illusion about going into the top flight next year. None whatsoever. And I hope some of our players at our club are in the same frame of mind as me. It's going to be hard. It's a different standard of bowling.
Yeah.
I've been around a good many years. I know what it's like. They've got to get it in their heads, and they've got to, equate to what they're playing in and how they're playing. And as long as they do that, and we survive the first season in the Premiership next year, which I think we will, I think we will prove to be a top-notch side within the future.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
And it's good to hear that ambition. The previous year, St George's and Moseley got promoted, as you're probably aware.
Yeah.
St George's did excellent, finished 5th. Moseley, not so good, and unfortunately have been relegated. And as you rightly say, Mick, it is a tough division. And you liken it to going from the First Division to the Premier League in football.
Exactly,
It's an ocean of difference. And so it's encouraging to obviously, hear your ambitions for next year.
Oh, yes.
And keeping feet firmly on the ground.
Well, I know what it's like.
That's right.
Having played in top-class bowls virtually all my life, 50-odd years of playing bowls, you've got to take the knocks, you've got to take the bad with the good.
Yep.
Right? But as I've said, I'm under no illusion, as it will not be easy. And they have to keep their feet firmly on the ground and try not to do something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And survive.
Yeah. Well, that's the ultimate, isn't it?
That's where we've got to build on there.
Yeah.
That's where we've got to build on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
On a personal note, I'd just like to congratulate yourself, Mick, on winning the league averages.
Thank you.
Your Staffordshire County team manager, was to be able to sneak a place in the side maybe next year on that performance, Mick?
This has been suggested to me, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think it's ethical to pick myself. My opinion now, looking at this county side, bringing the county side in now, we've moved over now and we're bringing some young players in, which in my opinion again has got to be done to strengthen the side. There's two professional players sitting here by me at this table here, which are class real good old pros, Nick Newey and Mel Evans. They have stepped aside, right? We're bringing new blood into the side. It's been hard for them to step aside.
I haven't stepped aside for good then.
No, I'm not saying you will.
And hopefully I'll prove you wrong.
I do hope you're right, Dick. I do hope you're right, and so as with Mel as well, right? I do hope you're right, what you say, right? But at the moment, you have stepped aside and you've stuck it on your chin, both of you, and accepted the decision which was made by me and the other 2 selectors in the county team, right? And I think now we've got foundations now to have a good side within Staffordshire.
Yeah, let's hope so.
We just had a slight hiccup along the line this year against Yorkshire, because under no circumstances can you control the weather. fair play to the lads, prior to that game, they put 3 weeks of hard work in practicing the Amery green, and the green was running beautifully, and we got robbed on the day by the weather. You cannot control the weather.
No, there's one thing we can't control, is it, the weather.
That's absolutely right.
That's right.
But I'd like to thank all the players involved this year for what they've done, and they've stood by my decisions, because at times they've been purely my decisions. I've overruled Bill and I've overruled Dave as chairman of the committee. It hasn't gone down well, but we've stuck together, and every player what has bowled for the county this year, right, has done a tremendous job. Especially the supplementary cup team. That was another tremendous result, that was.
Yeah.
To go and beat the Old Fold, Warwick and Worcester by the majorities we did in the final was absolutely brilliant. And I shall never ever forget that. It was a proud moment for me.
That's right. Yeah, it'd be good to see Staffordshire
Yes.
back on track at county level. Yes. Going back to Dudley Dale, looking at the history, the club's come a long way in a few years, hasn't it?
It has come a long way,
Mick?
yes,
Yeah.
in the last few years, and hopefully it'll be a lot. The standards of the surrounds of the green, hopefully, after the working party gets cracking within the next few weeks, it will be even improved even more for the forthcoming season. We have now been given planning permission to erect our floodlights, which hopefully we will start getting the bases in the next few weeks, so we can get those fixed up.
Yeah.
We're also hopefully remedying all round the green. As you know, it has been a bit untidy in the past. We've got a lot of plans to remedy that around the side of the green there. The green is in excellent condition now, because we've spent a lot of money on it over the last 2 years, as they have also done at the DMCB club. It's a joint effort on both the clubs. Although we play in the same club area, we're two different sides. But the surrounds and the conditions of the green now are far better than what they were years and years ago.
Yeah, that's good, because I seem to recall the green was actually cut out of a field.
It was cut out of the field in the late 1980s, and it was laid down by the steward and some members of the DMCB club. And the Dell moved onto the green in 1990. They had moved to the club up from where they played at, because the majority of the side of the Dell team are the old Stewards Athletic. I mean, you've got players such as Billy Bowwater, Fred Withy, Jeff Willits, the Cadman brothers, Dennis McCarroll, quite a lot of them were the old Stewart Athletics, and unfortunately they lost their green due to redevelopment, and the factory was shut down, and they moved on to the Dell Stadium in Pensnett, right? And that was where, when they moved off there due to vandalism and one thing and another on the green, down on the old Dell green, Dudley Dell, they moved up to the sports club, and they named themselves Dudley Dell. They shared the DMCB green for 3 seasons with the DMCB, and then the green was officially opened, the back green, in 1990. And the first comment which Jeff Willits said to me, he says, when I first saw the green, my first comment was, this will never be a bowling green. That was in 1990. But it's been turned round, and we've proved everyone wrong, as it can be a bowling green, and it is a bowling green. And we hope as it will stop a bowling green for a long, long time.
Good.
Although many clubs are struggling financially, we are, as a team and as a club, financially sound.
And that's good to hear, particularly in the current climate, isn't it?
Yes, it is very good. We are financially sound. We're not rich, but we have money which we need if we need to fall back on. Yeah. It's purely down to the hard work of the treasurer, Jeff Willits, the chairman, Dennis Hope, George Foxall, and all the lads which we have got as members, Lynn. We have to work together.
That's
if
right.
you don't work together as club members, your club will never succeed.
No.